This episode of Neighborly News Network is brought to you by A&J Towing. If you need a tow, tire change, winch out, jump start, lockout, or recovery, they got you covered. Mention this episode for 10% off your first tow. Are you interested in becoming a sponsor for the show? Send an email to neighborlynewsnetwork@gmail.com.
Hi neighbors, I'm Allison and you're watching Neighborly News Network. And this week we have some big news!
This is my workout for the day.
For Neighborly News Network, and we're just, want to showcase everything around here that's going on.
What are you guys selling today?
Our entire table is cantaloupe. Started out cantaloupe pie. So we have the original over there. We have cantaloupe and Cool Whip here. We have one that's dairy-free here. We have the fried pie here.
Okay.
And we have the sugar-free here. The sugar-free, we use monk fruit, so it doesn't have that classic sugar-free aftertaste. So when you taste it, oh yeah. So if you taste that one first, you would think that is the original because the cantaloupe flavor.
Oh, it's good.
Thank you.
Do you guys have a store?
Actually, we sell in Peachtree City every Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah, except the first Saturday of the month, we're over here.
Oh, okay.
First for you?
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
And
Hi, we're with Neighborly News Network, and so we're filming everybody and kind of getting everybody's stuff out. It goes on a YouTube channel.
Selling, I have sauces. I won't say barbecue sauces because they're finishing sauces. I do have a barbecue sauce.
Okay.
I bottle all of these. I'm Russell. We also have pickled vegetables. The newest thing we did actually was pickled pineapple, and it sold out really fast. I've got 6 flavors. One of the blackberry smoke. I have a Georgia peach smoke, very popular. This is great for somebody who wants to send it out of state. This is Georgia barbecue right here. I've got a hot wing sauce called Sorry Not Sorry. I've got the Dance. The Dance is my steak. It's a Kentucky black sauce. It's my steak, ribs, and brisket sauce. And this is Old Carolina Hickory, a classic American barbecue sauce. All of these also have a balsamic drizzle. We sold out of the balsamic drizzle. We do garlic confit. We do pickled Brussels sprouts. Who has that?
Oh, wow.
I have 2 flavors. I've got a sweet heat, and then I have a what we call Russell's Brussels. We've been in Newnan for 30 years, but I've only been really doing this for, I would say, 2 years now, almost 3 years. Well, I do have some products. I have some products here at Ace Growlers, and he was the first one. And then down in Ashburn, there's a company called Carol's. They have all of every product that I have as far as my sauces go.
Say hi to the Easter Bunny. You want to go have a seat? Jocelyn, your turn. Go, Jocelyn. Go, Jocelyn.
Emily, which boat did you buy?
She bought a, no, I'm showing what boat you bought. Which boat did he buy? Wow, nice.
Look, she's got a mirror. You want to put it in and then put it here? Hold on.
We had a great time at the Newnan Farmers Market. Thank you to my best friend Emily, who came along to help me film with her daughter. I also brought my 2 kids, and it was an altogether great time. Make sure you come check it out once a month in downtown Newnan. Here are some upcoming events to do with your kiddos this spring break. Easter is right around the corner. There's so many Easter events coming up. All of these events are on April 12th, so you pick and choose which ones you want to attend. Starting off, on April 12th, Trilith in Fayetteville will be having an Easter egg extravaganza with an Easter egg hunt, live music, vendors, and I think I even saw a petting zoo. So this sounds so much fun. Also, check out this flyer for an all-day Easter event on Lee Street in Fayetteville. The Easter Bunny will be making an appearance at the Tyrone Museum at noon on April 12th, followed by Tyrone's Spring Festival happening from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Also, on April 12th, Downtown Newnan will be hosting their 3rd annual Rockin' Road Car Show from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So make sure you go check it out. For this week's Business of the Week, we have Miss Emily here with us from Dirty Pop Drink Shop. I was going to try saying that 5 times.
That's right.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Tell us a little bit about your business and what you do.
So I started at the end of January, and basically, being sober myself, I decided I love mocktails and I love enjoying drinks. Why not start a little drink shop and where I can do these fun soda-based drinks and make them non-alcoholic? And so that way they're for all ages and family oriented, and just giving people another option and kind of making that soberish lifestyle cool, you know, and really normalizing not always having to drink alcohol at parties or events, and kind of just being able to have just super yummy, lower calorie beverages, for everybody.
And I love that.
I think that way too, it's nice because you can do different events and weddings and parties non-alcoholic. And that way I can serve the 9-year-old and the 90-year-old, you know, and everybody can kind of enjoy.
Yeah. Well, I think that's great. She made me a drink, but I should have gotten a picture of it before I started drinking it, but it's super good.
Yes. Yes. We did the strawberry lemon creamade, so I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
What kind of events do you do, or what's your most popular kind of event?
We are almost booked throughout April, and what I've been seeing a lot is the birthday parties, bridal showers, weddings, and we do a few vendoring opportunities, but I've also been able to go into schools and do a lot of fun teacher appreciations. It's been fun so far.
So what areas do you go to?
So I'm based out of Newnan, but we go within a 30 to 45 mile range. So we do anything from Newnan, Sonoy, Brooks, Tyrone, Peachtree City, Hampton, and we actually have an event in Atlanta later on. So we do travel for sure. We don't mind at all. And I think that's the beauty of being mobile and not having a brick and mortar, is that we are able to kind of go anywhere per se.
How far in advance should someone book you, would you say?
So I would say at least 2 to 4 weeks is always great. If you are looking for last minute, contact us just in case.
So how do you change up your menu to like fit different clients?
That's a really great question. So we recently actually just went from 16 drink options to 30 drink options. And what I saw was I was doing some different gym events, and a lot of people are now dairy free, gluten free, or they like to use the sugar free syrups. Whereas all of our stuff is between 150 and 200 calories. There are people that need to be a little bit more restrictive. And so now we have an under 30 calorie menu as well. So I think just kind of knowing who your target audience is, bridal parties and birthdays, they're a little bit more inclined to indulge. Whereas like teacher appreciations and gyms, I'll add in the sugar-free options. And we actually are going to come out with a protein drink option soon as well. Just trying to bring all those options. Using that coconut milk and almond milk have been great additions for people that may have those lactose intolerance.
What would be the best way to contact you?
So I would say my email or our Instagram. So email is Emily@dirtypopdrinkshop.com, or you can visit our Instagram, which is Dirty Pop Drink Shop. And I am very quick to respond. I try to respond, for sure within 24 hours, but usually it's much quicker than that. Usually I can get back to people within just a few hours. And my kids, I think being older, they're 14 and 11, they're pretty self-sufficient. So I've been able to finally have a business and call it my own and kind of put my all into that.
Is there anything else that you want to let the viewers know?
I am an amazing drinkologist. No, in all seriousness, we love what we do. Basically, my biggest joy is, as silly as it may sound, is when people take the first drink and saying, "Oh, this is so delicious. I've never had anything like that." I think it's the joy in knowing that you're bringing others joy. So it's also been really fun to help me meet people. And I got to meet you today, which has been great. And I think that that's just really important to celebrate one another and really help each other grow, because that's what community is all about.
Thank you again for this drink.
You are more than welcome. Thank you so much for taking time today. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and thank you so much for coming on Neighborly News Network.
Absolutely.
And, well, you guys know who to reach out to next time that you need a mixologist. Miss Emily with Dirty Pop Drink Shop.
Thank you.
So, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me. I've enjoyed it.
During Christmas time, what treat was I making for Sonoy Alive? A. Peppermint bark. B. Peppermint patties. Or C. Peppermint truffles.
So today we are making homemade peppermint patties. And hopefully I'm allowed to pass them out at Sonoy Alive.
Next question. When I met with McGuire's this past St. Patrick's Day, how many St. Patrick's Day events have they hosted? A. 32, B. 16, or C. 18?
So tell us a little bit about McGuire's.
Will be our 18th St. Patrick's Day.
Last question. Where was this detox class filmed? A. Country Gardens Farm. B. Thrive Ranch Company. Or C. Whitley Farms.
Today we are here at Country Garden Farms.
Great job, you guys. Thanks for playing. So I'm making this today because a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy every time they talk about the CapCut ban. And the reason I want to make this today is just to show you guys a little bit about why CapCut is so important to me, how I'm able to get these videos out every week, and the time that the editing process does take. Of course, I'm not going to show you the entire thing because nobody's going to sit here for hours watching that. Today, I'm going to be doing the Business of the Week segment. It can take sometimes 30 minutes, not very long. The longer ones might take me 3 hours to edit. Now, if CapCut is banned, and I am learning Adobe, but it's so much more time consuming and the videos won't be able to come out once a week. Okay, as you guys can see right here, I have my blank CapCut screen. I start out with getting the music for the Business of the Week. Okay, I got my music. Now I gotta make it bigger because I can't see nothing. I screen recorded all of the past episodes. Now here's my first Business of the Week, A&J Towing. And since they're screenshots, I don't want all of this craziness around it. And I don't want it to show that it's a screen recording. Take the volume down. So I'm going to go there. Now, I'm gonna move that over to the beginning, and then I also have to find out when it ends. Right there. I'm gonna make that small to bring to where it ends. Now, obviously I don't want it taking up the entire screen, and since all of these are actually, I think I'm on like 20 or something now, but since these are all different sizes, that's why they don't always match up. And then I go over here to animation, and I want it to zoom in, so it's gonna zoom in like that, and then when it goes out, I want it to fade out. There, hit the first one. Now for the second one, got that one right here, and I want it to arrive at the same time as the other one. So the time is 7:30 right now, so I will show you how long this takes me. Okay, so now I have my first three. See, they all come up at the same time. So, sorry, I gotta adjust that one. Now for this next one, I have to line it up with exactly where I want it to be. Right here. So, I'm gonna take the next one, do what I did with the other one, but this one I want it to come up a little bit later than the other ones. I'm gonna leave that marker right there to show me where it is. This one I have to crop because there's black around it. Edit, crop. Okay, crop, crop, crop. There we go. Now I'm gonna bring it back to where I want it to go. As you can see, I've ran out of space, so just gotta do some reorganizing and fix it. How should I do this? Make it smaller. Yeah, just make them smaller, make the room. So when it gets to there, I want to add in my text. But it's way up here. I don't like it way up here because there's too many pictures that I want to bring it closer to the bottom where I can see it better. So I'm going to type business. Probably I need to make this smaller because it pops in, pops out. And then I got to do the animation, zoom in, and then the animation fade out. So I also need to change the font because I don't like that font. I always use this font. Make it bigger so then it's going to look like. And that's when I add in the next word. I have to line it up perfectly. So this is just an example, Business of the Week. And that is the very first part of Business of the Week without editing the actual business. I started at 7:30 on the dot. Right now is 7:59 on the dot. And I mean, some people think 29 minutes, that's a long time. That's actually really fast. You want to talk about long time? If I did what I just did on Adobe, that would probably take me the 12 to 24 hours. This is why CapCut means a lot to me. I'm still working on getting Sonoy Raceway onto the show. For this week's poll, who do you want to see on a future Community Champions segment? A firefighter or first responder, a dedicated teacher, a healthcare hero, or military or veteran. You can vote in the poll on the Facebook group. Coming up next week, we have a Business of the Week special. Make sure that you come check it out.
Do you want to come on the show as a guest star or have your own segment on the show? Maybe you have a business for our Business of the Week. If you have a nonprofit organization that you want to share for our Community Champion segment, also, all April birthday babies, where you at? If you have an April birthday and you want to come on the show as a birthday guest star, just send an email to neighborlynewsnetwork@gmail.com. Anything and everything is welcome on Neighborly News Network. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and share with your friends. Neighborly News Network, every Monday at 7 p.m. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video.